Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel We's Learning. This is me Vashni, and for today's video we will be doing a video on coal and petroleum. The part 3 of coal and petroleum. So without any further ado, let's get started. So firstly let's check out the revision of the previous video. So this is the first part of the video and this is the second part of the video. So in the first part we have learned about the introduction to the chapter, utilization of resources, what is a natural resource, renewable and non-renewable resources, conservation of resources, fuels and fossil fuels. In the second part we have learned about coal, destructive distillation of coal, petroleum, origin of petroleum, and the refining of petroleum. Now, let's check out the learning objective of today's video. Today, we will be learning about natural gas. Where do we use it and where do we find it? Energy and technological development, preventing energy crisis, and conservation of fossil fuels. So let's get started with natural gas. Natural gas is a non-renewable hydrocarbon. It is non-renewable, and if you have not watched the first and second part, I will link it in the description box below. So if you don't know what is non-renewable, check out the first part. You will get to know it very detailedly. So natural gas is a non-renewable hydrocarbon. It is known as a hydrocarbon because natural gas is made of hydrogen and carbon, and it is used as a source of energy for heating, cooking, and electricity generation. It is also used as a fuel for vehicles. Natural gas consists of methane, butane, and propane. And natural gas is known as a clean fuel. Why is it known as a clean fuel? Because 1. It is non-polluting. 2. It is stored under high pressure. Due to the high pressure, it gets compressed. So due to that compressedness, it has also got a name known as CNG, which means compressed natural gas. So this natural gas is also known as compressed natural gas. It can be transported through pipes like this. Look into this pipe. It is very thin. Now, scientists have done many researches and got to know that no other fuel could be done like that or could be passed through like that. And the uses of natural gas, it is that it is supplied to homes and factories through pipes and directly used as a fuel. It is also used as a starting material for a manufacture of chemicals and fertilizers. Now, where do we find natural gas? Natural gas is found in Vadodara, Vadodara, sorry. It is found in Vadodara, a place in India, and the deposits are found in Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Tripura, and deltas of rivers. Not rivers, the deltas of rivers like Krishna and Godavari. They are found in the deltas of Krishna and Godavari, sorry. And here is some of the CNG bunks. This was in Vadodara and this was in Gujarat. Now, energy and technological development. Our energy needs have been increased tremendously. But why? Due to the increase in population. See why? This is the answer. You'll find them in these 3 points. 1. Increase in population. 2. We progressed and developed new techniques. 3. For example, I'm explaining the same thing, like the tremendous development in the field of agriculture, field of computers and agriculture. Here in the second point, I've told you that we progressed and developed new techniques, which means that, for example, the tremendous development, there was much development of computers and agriculture. If you have not checked that production and management chapter, you'll know more about agriculture. I will also link that in the description box below. And about agriculture, it is that like many years ago, you didn't have all the modern techniques, but now we have all the modern techniques that we require. And now let's move on to electricity, that is a part of energy and technological development. Electricity is the major source of energy today. It is major for us these days. Everybody needs energy, electricity these days. Not only the rich, not only poor. Everybody is using electricity these days. The use of electricity has shown a tremendous increase in the past few years. It means that in the past there was mostly nobody using that much of electricity, but now these days, even though you're rich, even though you're poor, everybody is using electricity. In India today, the supply of electrical energy is far lower than our requirements. Thus, we still suffer from more power cuts. Several of our villages do not even have the access to electricity. In several other villages where electricity is available, the supply is insufficient, which means that even though they have electricity, the supply is insufficient for the whole village to use. Our food production suffers, means if you don't have fridges, you can't store your food, right? There would not be proper irrigation, proper agriculture. Many people still suffer. Now, what do you need to do for preventing this energy crisis? Now, as our energy needs increased in a tremendous pace, an energy crisis is in a near future is a distinct possibility. Just a minute, guys. Let me take my laser. So here they tell that energy crisis in a near future is a distinct possibility. Distinct means it is possible, it is mostly possible. And the steps that we need to take to prevent this is using energy judicially, which means that judicial use of energy means that we do not waste energy, that we use energy efficient methods. It means that you are not wasting energy, you are using energy efficient methods, which means you're conserving the energy and not wasting energy, like switching off lights and fans when not in use, using air coolers, air conditioners, heaters, geysers, etc. only when you need, and reducing the flame while cooking, like when your mother or your parents put water to boil, after they start boiling, reduce the flame. The flame that is there only will keep it burning, so that you save your fuel for yourself. And using methods where energy is spent less, like using CFLs and tube lights. CFLs are something which do CFLs have toxic mercury, which LEDs do not have. See, if CFLs have toxic mercury, they do not consume more energy. So thus use CFLs and tube lights, and use public transport instead of private vehicles. If you use public transport, the petrol will be saved and it will be for more of our future generations. And walk or cycle for small distances. If you have a cycle. If you like to walk, walking is the best exercise for our body. And use pressure cookers, efficient smokeless cholas. Cholas is nothing but it is a type of fuel which does not produce smoke. Other than the other ones like kerosene, coal, and wood, they produce a lot of smoke, right? Now use something like this. And reduce cooking time by soaking. For pulses, especially when you cook dal or chawal, soak them for at least half a day, like 12 hours or 24 hours. However, you soak them so that you don't need to cook more of that. If you cook more, no, your LPG or your fuel will only get wasted. So, and the advantages for this is that the energy crisis will be delayed. Means that energy crisis will not be in the near future. You will wait for some time so that even our future generations have it. And if we give our scientists more time, they will give us more efficient methods for us to conserve energy or anything. Let me just take my pen. Yes. And here I have a picture saying that no to nuclear energy, go for alternative energy sources such as wind energy, solar panels, anything, even you have them in your roofs. Now, conservation of fossil fuel. India only, sorry guys, I've written so only, but it means only. India produces only about 30% of the petroleum that we need. The rest is being imported by other countries. I mean, from other countries. The 30, how much ever we use, suppose we use 100 percent of it. Only 30% is given by us. Means if you use 100 liters of petrol, only 30 liters is by us. The rest 70 liters, we're borrowing it from other countries. We're giving some money to them and they're giving it to us. And then if we use them fast, they will become exhaustible. Anyways, exhaustible is nothing but non-renewable resource, non-renewable. And thus we need to use the fossil fuels judicially, and I have written N over there, and use only how much ever we require. And the alternative sources for energy such as solar, wind and biomass should be used in the place of fossil fuels. And biogas is a cheap and convenient fuel for our rural population. Rural population is nothing but more population. I'll write it over here. More is nothing but rural is population. Now, biogas is something which is very cheap and convenient for our rural population. It is non-polluting. It is made from waste products of human waste, cattle dung, garbage, and everything that we don't need, and we put it into the dustbins or wherever the GHMC people take it. No, the cow dung, animal waste, human waste, and all, they convert it into biogas, which is very good fuel. And that's it for today's video. If you like it, please like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications to get notifications whenever I post a new video. And that's it for today's video. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.